Hey, Vince Del Monte here. Welcome back to a brand new episode of Becoming an Entrepreneur. We're here in Mississauga, Ontario, meeting a mom who's traveled all the way from Hong Kong at a young age and with pressure of success here in Canada. And in this episode, you're gonna hear about how she did achieve success, but she wasn't tied into her purpose or her passion. Here's a story of a mom that never settled and put her family first. Enjoy.
I was raised and born in Hong Kong. When I was 13 years old, my mom asked me, did you want to come to Canada? I came to Vancouver when I was 13 years old. My parents know that even when I stay in Hong Kong, my future just wouldn't be as bright. Like anywhere, if you go outside, you're gonna get a better education than Hong Kong. That's what they think. I lived with a homestay family at that time, a foreign homestay family. There were so many days that I was just like being in my bed and not knowing what to do and missing my family. But I got through it. 4 years later, I decided to come to Toronto to go to university. I didn't know what to do at that time, but I was thinking, you know what, I just needed to go to a nice university. So I went to University of Toronto. And so I studied human resources all the way through. I graduated. And then so I applied for a job interview at the bank as a teller. I also think I don't want to stay in this kind of cubicle, kind of like this corporate lifestyle. Like inside of me, I wanted to do something different. So I did met Dan here in Toronto. Eventually we got married and I had my first kid, Jordan, in 2016. But something was still like really little weird for me, especially for my stomach. It was still like looking as I was 5 months pregnant, even though I was not. And even though I lost 25 pounds at that time, just before I went back to work. About a year later, I was pregnant again with my second baby, Emily. And then so at that time, I realized what was happening with my stomach. So it's not because it was baby weight. A lot of people think that you gain a lot of baby weight, your tummy is looser now, maybe that's how mom's supposed to look like now. It was actually medical conditions called diastasis recti. So it's an abdominal separations that your muscles has to stretch in order to accommodate your growing baby. But for what happens for some moms is that they would spontaneously heal. Maybe within the first 2-3 months after having a baby, it was spontaneous heal, the muscles would go back in place. But for some other people, including myself, it never went back into its place where it should be. I started researching about this diastasis recti. I started to really look into it and see like what's going on. I like using me as a guinea pig to try on these different exercises that physio gave me or like that I researched online. And soon enough, I was seeing some success in my journey. I saw good success in me. I'm like, I know I can do this. So I know that there are so many moms just like me. They might not know that this tummy is not just a belly fat. It is called a diastasis recti. So I started sharing my journey online. I started sharing my exercises, how I worked out with my kids. So I documented the entire journey. I really wanted to spread this message. I wanted to share with more people around the world that there is hope, like there is something that you can absolutely do, not just surgery. So at that time, I was trying to make this online business kind of a thing for me. So I went back to work. And then it was difficult. It was like, I was still, my heart is still on that online business where I wanted to spread my message. I know that there was something I could do. I knew it. I came across an ad on Facebook. It was Vince. I'm like, who is this man? I never know. I don't know who he was. But then he has lots of social proof. He seems so genuine, and he's only into fitness space, and which is at that time what I wanted. I want something into fitness. That afternoon, I saw him in the morning on a Facebook ad. That afternoon, I just signed up. I knew for some reason that there was something in my back of my head, like I got to trust him. I looked at his material right away, of course, in the portal. He was saying that from what you're saying to me, what you're selling, like what are you trying to package together, you have so much knowledge, you can sell that thing for $1,500. That reality kind of hit me. It was like, seriously? $1,500? my knowledge is there. My experience, the clients that I have helped showed results. I know that I could help people. I need to be confident in myself. And that month, I made my first $10,000 month. It was like I was like firework. It was just, I couldn't believe myself. Like I would make that much money. February last year, so exactly a year ago, I was making maybe like $10,000-$15,000 consistently, but in February I was closing 11 calls in a row. Like by the 4th or 5th phone calls, I was on the ground pounding the floor. Is this really happening? Like my husband was watching me like I was crazy. Like, is this really happening? He was like, isn't this what you want? This is what you worked for. Like you worked so hard for your business the entire last 2-3 years. Like, this is what you want, right? I'm like, yes, this is what I want. Like, but I can't believe this. I was able to raise up my price. I am able to get through some of my money mindset, and through the community, everybody was just so helpful in the 7-figure community. It's just been amazing. Toward the end of the year, I was making about 25K consistently every month. Some months I would hit about 35K. So this year is gonna be a big goal. Hopefully we'll be up about 50% from what I made last year. So I would say if you have a passion in helping people to live a healthier, better life, and you wanted to build a business online, enjoy being present online, and you like the style of being able to work at home on your own time, being a CEO, being your own boss, and it's fitness related, fitness is no-brainer for you. And you are gonna feel so empowered that you know you have the right tools to do that. Yeah, I would say don't even think about it, just go ahead, you will never regret it.
Becky, you have an incredible story, and one of the big fears of people starting their online business is hyper-focusing on a specific niche, but that worked out for you, didn't it?
It absolutely did. I kind of just carved my blue ocean out because I had my own personal journey with my fitness and my diastasis recti, the tummy, right? So then I knew that I wanted to be very specific on that because I didn't really know anything else. I was never into fitness. I knew, okay, I can help you get some weight loss, but at the same time, I know that I wanted to help moms to close that gap, the muscles.
And what's really neat is a year later, now you're expanding a little bit to helping all new moms.
Yes. So yeah, you were just telling me earlier, I could be a heart surgeon, but it doesn't mean that I don't know how to treat a cold or flu.
Right.
And then so then I can still take new moms who are just had a baby, and I can still get them fit and strong and get their core tighter and feel stronger.
Right.
Because that's also somebody I can help. So yeah, I narrow down from that triangle, like now I come out a little bit.
Right,
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's a great start to growing a business, laying the foundation with a specific person related to your pain. And your passion always is going to come from your pain because that's your own personal story, and now that's led to a very profitable business. So Becky,
With my daughter.
yes, and this is it. I think it's so cool that you're building a business. This is real. I got a 3-year-old at home as well.
Every day, that's my life.
This is how it goes, my friend. So if you're a young mom, a new mom, and if you're ready to grow a successful and profitable online fitness business like Becky has, and you're ready to work hard, not make excuses, work smarter, not harder, then she's living proof that you can have the business and the life and the family of your dreams. I know this was very important to you to be able to provide for your family and be present as a mom. I'm sure it's a tough multitude of responsibilities to balance.
Yes, but it's the most beautiful thing to be able to watch them grow up and not have to sacrifice my time to go outside and work.
It's beautiful. All right, well, hey, listen, if you're ready to be the hero in your own family, then I've got a link here on the screen and in the description below. If you're ready to schedule a call to see if and how we can help you build a successful and profitable online fitness business, fill out that application right now, and we will see you soon. Ciao, ciao.